I was born in San Diego, had both my parents at that time, but by the time I was 10, my parents had divorced. My dad had abandoned us, and I was abused, and we were homeless. By the time I was 14, I had started smoking, using drugs, experimented sexually, and really didn't care about myself. I was pretty self-destructive. Running away, not going. I actually went to school. I liked school. And just really didn't care about myself. At times, I actually wished I would die. I lived that lifestyle for about 10 years. And I wanted to just share during those times, I had some really bad circumstances. And through that, I actually became pregnant 3 different times during that, 2 of which I chose to keep my children, and 1 of which I chose to abort. So I thought I would share that with you. The first time that I considered abortion, I was 17, had just moved in with my boyfriend at the time. I had dropped out of school and just signed myself back up in school and was determined to graduate high school. And I moved in with my boyfriend at the time to help him take care of his daughter, who is now beautiful. My daughter adopted her, 36 years old. And at the time, I just wasn't ready. I wanted to graduate. I didn't want to get married because I was pregnant, even though I was living with him. I just wasn't ready. So I actually went to the abortion clinic. And my dad and the father took me. And I don't remember them saying anything to me. I think I was a little tough. I was going to do what I was going to do. And I just don't remember. So I went in the abortion clinic. I don't remember being educated on anything. I don't remember knowing what it really meant. I don't know that I wanted to know because, it's a hard decision to make. And I was prepped on the table, and the doctor and nurses came in to start the procedure, and I just said, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I got dressed and went outside, and I said, I just can't do this to the father of my first child and my first husband and my dad. And I don't remember what they said. I just remember being accepted, that they were okay. They actually seemed relieved. But they didn't say anything before. They were just trying to support my choice, right? So I now have a beautiful 32-year-old daughter that I'm so thankful that I have. And she is married and has 3 beautiful children, and I couldn't imagine life without them. I was divorced, single, drinking heavily, and doing drugs, pretty wild at the time, and dating someone for only a couple months, and found out I was pregnant. And I was afraid that something would be wrong with the baby if I had the baby. And I didn't want to tell the guy I was dating. And I had talked to some friends, and they said, yeah, you shouldn't have a baby right now. And so I actually borrowed the money and went and had an abortion. And at that time, I was able to rationalize that. I wasn't committed to the man that would be the father, and I already had children that I was having a hard time taking care of, and I didn't need another one. And so I chose to abort. That evening, I told my boyfriend. He was devastated, upset that I didn't give him a choice. And I believed what I was told, what we kind of are told, that it's my choice, my body. And I don't believe that anymore, but at the time I did. I'm thankful that I've since been healed from that, and it's an ongoing process because I choose to rationalize. And thankfully, I fall on some of the verses that remind me that I'm redeemed and that I'm loved and that I'm forgiven, because I believe that was a sin. Most of my choices then were very sinful, and I'm very thankful that I have a relationship now with God, and that I know the truth, and that I'm forgiven, which was awesome. After my second pregnancy, which turned into an abortion, I hadn't changed my lifestyle much. And I had met my husband, my second husband now, Dale. And we were actually planning on getting married. And then I found out I was pregnant. And we were starting to have problems, and I was concerned about our relationship. And I felt like, here I am again, 24 years old, and going to get married because I'm pregnant again. And I was scared. I didn't want to relive that. I didn't want to get married for the wrong reasons. And even though we talked about getting married first, I was changing my mind because we had a rough relationship. It just wasn't healthy. And so Dale and I talked about me getting an abortion. And I don't remember what changed my mind, but I changed my mind. And we kept our son. We got married when I was 6 months pregnant. We rescheduled the wedding, and he's now 25 years old and just got married this year and has a beautiful little girl. And so I'm very thankful for that. My second husband and I have been married 25 years, had our 25th anniversary this year. I'm now 50. At that time, I never expected when we got married, I'm 25 and I'll be in 25 years I'll be celebrating my 50th birthday and our 25th wedding anniversary all at the same time, which is pretty exciting. And I just love, we now have between us 5 children. So the 2 I delivered, my first daughter that I adopted from my first marriage, and my husband's 2 daughters. And between them, we have 13 grandchildren. And so it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.